Bucket naked.
Please hit the gym. Please hit the gym, and the pH needs to be balanced as well.
I've been drinking. Can't keep your eyes up right now.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? How y'all doing? Welcome back to the channel. It's JLerone with JLerone Presents. Look, we got another, I guess you can call it a crash out from Pastor Jamal Bryant. Man, I'm telling you, these pastors are going crazy as well. Pastor Jamal Bryant, I guess, had a little hateful message about Donald Trump, and we're going to review it with Anton Daniels. I thought there was supposed to be like a separation between church and state, right? But it seems that's not the case. We all know a lot of these politicians go to the church, especially the black church, to drum up support. And a lot of times these pastors have, they don't care. They don't have no shame in promoting certain political people to their congregation, right? They don't mind doing that for a little money, little cash in their pockets, right? So the church is becoming a lot more political. You know what I'm saying? When you're supposed to be separating that, but as we see, as long as motherfucker got some money, got some greenbacks to throw at the pastor, he's gonna promote who he thinks should be in office, and he's gonna sell that to his congregation, right? So let's go ahead and get into the video, man, and let's go ahead and listen to what Jamal Bryant had to say. All right, you guys, go ahead, hit that like button, subscribe, share. It helps the channel grow. All right, and we're going to go ahead and get into the video. But, before we do that, I need you guys to do just one thing.
Acknowledge me.
Acknowledge me. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it. Fair use, fair use.
Be careful, because people will try to offer you stuff that is not commensurate to your value. They will try to give you what they themselves would never accept. They want you to accept a joke about a watermelon on a black man's head and say that they were just playing. But never any jokes about leprechauns or four-leaf clovers. They want you to accept an attempted insurrection on Capitol Hill on January 6th. But are threatening to pull out the military on those who march for Black Lives Matter. They want you to accept the dividing of families in the largest threat of deportation of immigrants, even if it divides mothers from children. And they said babies in cages will be a glorious day. They want you to believe that the smuggling of fentanyl has been from the Mexican cartel, but they will not tell you that the majority of those who have been arrested have been white males. They want you to accept that you're going to receive more money when Trump was not responsible for the stimulus check in the first place. They want you to get excited about getting
This
a
is the
tax
black
break,
check.
but
This is the
Negro,
black
you
church,
don't
y'all.
qualify. That's for folk that's making over $400,000 and you $50,000 or less. Talking about make America great again. When, Negro?
They killed me with this stimulus check thing, knowing that the majority of them took that stimulus check. And it ain't because of the stimulus check, it's because the economy was better. You know what I mean? Even before the pandemic. They're focusing on the last year of when Trump was in office when the pandemic hit, right? So the stimulus check was everybody got that. You know what I'm saying? If you fell into a certain category, of, you know what I'm saying? If you had kids, you got a certain amount. If you were single, it depends on what you filed on your taxes, right? So majority, yeah, they had all the motherfuckers in that church got a stimulus check and was happy to get it. A lot of them was unemployed, getting that extra $600 a week from unemployment, and didn't have to report that they was looking for a job, and they were ecstatic. But now all of a sudden it's a goddamn problem. Now all of a sudden when people want a better economy, then all of a sudden that stimulus check was a problem. But like I said, it ain't just a stimulus check, is that things were cheaper. Gas was cheaper, food was cheaper, the interest rates was cheaper, houses was cheaper. So well, yeah, let's get back into it, man. These motherfuckers be on some BS.
When was it great?
Oh yeah, and the same church talking about people making 40 and 50 grand. Y'all, this motherfucker here was one that was saying you need to give me I need $1,000 from each and every one of my congregation. When majority of them are probably making 40 and 50 grand, but yet you want $1,000 from each of them. Fuck out of here.
We got to talk about him on After Hours.
They can
real.
give it,
I want
but
y'all
they
to hear the whole
cannot
message.
take it. But you gotta be careful how you treat God's people, because the last will be first, and the first will be last. I don't know.
Hey, hold on. Is that Ike? Is that Ike and
Yeah.
Tina to eat the
Yeah.
cake? Oh,
Yeah.
hold on.
Yeah.
We gotta play this. Well, before we play it, make sure y'all tap into the Patreon. Link is in the description. Also, because we had a phenomenal live stream on the Patreon for the Bag Chasers. Real substance that allows for you to be successful and you can actually capitalize. We did a live stream and it's up for you guys to be able to restream. We did a live stream for you guys to be able to capitalize off this upcoming presidency and actually get the bag. I can't believe how bitter Jamal Bryant, Democrats in the black church has gotten to where they are now using Anime Eat the Cake and they're leveraging their hate for Trump and our country and identity politics in order to justify their loss. It's amazing. It's amazing. And I will tell you, and I know that this is the part of the uncomfortable conversation that people don't want to have, but I will absolutely positively tell you that some of the most, not only because racist people come in all colors, shapes, creeds, sizes, genders, so on and so forth, that the black church preaches more hate and against masculinity.
Yep.
And is totally, in most black churches, such as this right here, is totally against the will of God, so much so that they will go against their own best interests. Let me tell you something. He said the last shall be first and the first shall be last. And then he started to equate it to tax breaks and Trump and so on and so forth. Let me ask y'all a question. After all of these years of supporting Democrats and this liberal agenda, what they've given you is tying you to the federal government in order to remove you from your home so that they can feminize your kids. This liberal agenda that, and if you've ever, and I'm going to continue to hit on this every single day that I can, if you guys have the opportunity, go and look at what the process is for removing unwanted babies in a form of contraception, abortion. Go and look it up and see what the process is, and then you tell me that it's of God. They want you to support somebody that marched in a pride parade while they got all of these sassy men leading choir inside of their churches. And they have an assault on masculinity, and yet they want to cloak it in justification around why they didn't vote for Trump, when in reality, they are some of the most liberal, racist, sexist, and division, warmongering, hateful people that you will ever see in your entire life. Go to a black church, listen to the message, and tell me that you come out of there feeling more and more like you are of God than if you just walk away and then go and study your Bible on your own. I got to see what this Eat the K anime section is.
Where y'all are, but all my haters, I wanted you to know, eat the cake, anime, eat the cake. When it is that God puts his foot down, you don't know who God is going to bless, you don't know who God is going to restore, and you don't know who God is going to use.
Maybe he can use you.
Genesis
on
25.
the back of the church.
In Genesis 25, Jacob said to his brother Esau, I know you are hungry, but if you give me your birthright, I'll give you Campbell's soup. And a lot of fools fell for it. A lot of people sold their self-worth and their self-esteem in this election cycle. 18 million people did not vote at all. The Latino community, even after being stereotyped as murderers and rapists and being disrespected by calling Puerto Rico floating garbage, went and voted in.
Let me tell you how evil the black church is and Jamal Bryant. Public enemy number one, because he's absolutely blaspheming and mocking God. Let me tell you how evil this guy is, right? He will remix what was actually said, because Trump actually didn't even align, nor did he. When Trump sold out Madison Square Garden, okay, in order, at one of his rallies, and they had a comedian who he didn't know and he didn't associate with, but they booked him as a form of entertainment, same way they had Meg Thee Stallion twerking up there for Kamala Harris. And the comedian made these tongue-in-cheek jokes about every demographic.
Yep.
But then people wanted to leverage it and take the sound bites in order to justify and say, oh, no, that's Trump that said that. Trump never said it. But this is what they want to do in order to influence you. And y'all got to be able to do your own research, read between the lines, and study the word. The word will never go against itself. The word will never go against itself. When he was asked, I'm going to do a whole new review. I ain't even going to tell you when he was asked and what was going on.
And another thing, what I don't like about the black church is they have nothing. They don't even talk about, like when doing the DNC, right? When they pulled up this damn clinic right outside the Democratic National Convention, they pulled up this clinic and a Planned Parenthood, or AB clinic. They were giving on the spot baby deletions during the DNC rally, but nobody talks about that. These churches don't even think that that's, but they supposed to be so holy and so righteous that they're supposed to be against that, right? But they are backing it now. It's like it's not a thing. It's like it didn't even happen. So when he sit up and talk about what Trump had this guy on there, the comedian Tony, I forgot his damn last name, but anyway, the comedian that was at Trump's rally, they more upset about that than they are about the Democratic National Convention having an AB clinic outside giving baby deletions during the DNC rally. Man, but they're supposed to be Christians, right? They all claim to be Christians and all spirit and all with the word, but nobody has nothing to say about that.
But I'm going to do a whole review video on it. I wish I was up. I wish I was aware that he was on a certain podcast. I would have pulled up, but we going to get there. But listen to him. Listen to how they spew this hate, and then they cloak it in the name of justification and church and God, and he going to raise them. How come black people still so far behind and they in last place, but they've been Democrats their entire life? That's what I want to know.
Yep.
When they
That's
gonna raise
why.
you up? Generation after generation, just like the children of Israel, they never got to the land in milk and honey. It's people that come over here and beat black people all day long, and y'all still talking the same old, same old.
Record numbers. Ladies and gentlemen, white women even threw their support, realizing that they would have no authority about decisions over their bodies. Contrary to what the news did in trying to separate our
Same old
community,
talking point.
78% of black men voted and did the right thing.
Look at these simps. Look at the simps.
The reality
Look at the
of what
simps.
we found out this
Son
week
husbands.
is that some
That's the simp section. They got a section dedicated number to the simps.
people in America couldn't get over their own misogyny because they would rather have a clown than have a queen. Ladies and gentlemen, I stand before you today and I
they
want to
snorting.
salute and celebrate the most
They kill me with that. No. Motherfuckers. They all do it. They all do that shit.
consistent voting bloc in America since 2016 has been
We're gonna
black
celebrate
women.
the black woman again.
And black women showed America on Tuesday, I would rather starve to death than elect a fascist, racist, rapist, misogynist dictator who has no respect over my womanhood or over my community.
And this, ladies and gentlemen, is the divisiveness, the simping,
Oh my
and the
God.
reason why black men are leaving the church.
Yep.
If you look in this background, aside from that over circle in the upper right-hand corner, if you look in the background, you can see what the look of the black church is. If you look in the background, you can see the demographic. He's speaking to his demographic. This is Umar Johnson on steroids.
Yep.
Umar Johnson on steroids with a church congregation and a Bible behind him right here, right there, right now. Y'all let me know what y'all think inside of the chat. Make sure y'all tap into the Patreon link is in the description. Also teach him.
Yeah, but that's crazy, man. These pastors, I don't even know what else to say, man. But y'all know what it is. Y'all know exactly what it is. These pastors, man, you line their pockets, and hey, you know, shit. Anything goes. Anything goes. They will. I don't even know what to say about it. I don't even know what else to say. All I can say is this right here.
It's all about the motherfucking money. It's all about the motherfucking money.
I mean, yeah. You give them that, you line them pockets up, man, they will come out preaching about whatever you want them to preach about, man. But yeah, it's very disingenuous. You know, it's number lies. He's just going over the same old talking points that the other Democrat Shields and pundits been talking about, the Joy Reids, everything. You know, it's the same old, same old. You hear Sonny Holston talking about it too. It's all the spread number hate, nothing but hate and misandry. And then anybody who comes out with any, you know, talking about anything good with any type of masculinity involved with, then you're bad. You're bad. You know, Trump bad. But you guys, drop some comments down below. Let me know what you think. It's your boy JLerone with JLerone Presents. You guys go ahead, hit that like button, subscribe, share, all right? Please be good to yourselves. By all means, let's be good to one another. And I will catch you in the next one.
I've been drinking. I've been drinking. Can't keep your eyes